Hey everybody, welcome to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. Today we are going to discuss Nintendo closing down Toronto and California offices. Nintendo, in an article by Kotaku, has decided to close down some offices in California and in Canada and Toronto there. Also, this part I find absolutely hilarious, so I'm going to read it verbatim because I giggled my ass off. Let's see here, because my crap is messing up and it doesn't want to show. All right. Nick Chavez, who was the senior vice president of sales and marketing prior to the closures, has announced he is leaving and would be joining Kentucky Fried Chicken to help to continue the Yum brands. Okay, so I don't know if that's real or not, but that's freaking hilarious. So Nintendo decided to close down some of these offices, their marketing and sales offices, things like that, and they're going to be bringing those into their primary hubs around. So let's go to Nick and find out what his thoughts are about this and see what's up. Nick.
Well, I mean, Kentucky Fried Chicken's gaming division is really taking off. You know, I thought it was just a meme and kind of to be funny, but they must be serious about that. I'm still waiting for the KFC console to come out. I want my chicken warmer. You know, I want to be able to play my PC games and warm my chicken at the same time. And I'm hoping they have a mashed potato and casserole, warmer or cooker or something on there that I can, or a little fridge in the back where I can store them if I want to keep leftovers. But
his damn keyboard's growing like a colony of crap with all that grease and mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese stuck in it.
Mm-hmm. And biscuits to sop up between the keys.
With some honey and butter.
The honey and butter.
With the gravy interface.
The honey, it's good. You got to be careful. You have sticky keys, sticky mouse with all that honey and biscuits. I mean, I don't know. Nintendo, they're just doing some weird stuff lately. I mean, you don't see a lot of studio closures with Nintendo and stuff like that. So it's kind of weird to see that. But, this is just sales and marketing and merchandising. So, maybe, I don't know, maybe they just decided they didn't need those offices anymore. And wanted to shutter all those employees. I know some of them are probably going to the big hubs because they did say, and I think you said, Shane, that some of them are moving or they're moving over to the kind of the bigger offices that are there, the main offices. So, some of those employees, or hopefully all of those employees, will be able to have the opportunity to go to these other offices and work there. Besides Nick's going to go off and make chicken, but the other ones, they can hopefully find a job there at the other offices. So it's just weird, but hey, Nintendo's doing some weird things. What do you think, Patrick?
It's kind of weird, right? For a senior vice president of marketing to go from video game marketing to marketing fast food chain, because their Yum brand is that brand that encompasses like KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell, because they're all under that umbrella, Yum brand umbrella. So that's kind of weird to go from video games to fast food. I guess marketing is marketing, right? If you know what makes stuff sell, then I guess you're okay. It's kind of weird. But that's old news, right? I mean, that happened earlier in the year, and was it Mr. Bowser is now taking that position or whatever. So, that guy was born for fucking Nintendo. The guy was born to lead Nintendo with a name like Bowser. Come on, man. So I don't know. It is what it is. I think there was like, from what I understand, there's probably maybe 100 people being let go out of what happened with all this. Maybe about 100.
Yeah, it's about 100 people are losing their jobs. Some of them will get to go to keep the jobs, just going to different places. But
right.
But what makes it funny, though, is, sorry to cut you off, I just wanted to point this out. The previous president of Nintendo, back during the Wii U disaster, was actually taking pay cuts to prevent layoffs and shutdowns and all of that. And obviously the new guys ain't, doing crap to, help out, employees that are being let go. So I wanted to point that out that, we've all said there's a Nintendo isn't what Nintendo used to be. So this is just another one of those things that just aren't Nintendo.
Yeah, lots of bad mistakes and bad decisions being made. I will say the Kotaku article kind of has one of the stupidest lines I read all week in it. And I have to bring this up because whoever wrote this article, you shouldn't have put this in there even if it was said because you're a moron. But it says, while it's not clear what prompted Nintendo to shut down the office, a source told Kotaku that many of the now displaced staff were upset over the decision. No freaking duh, you idiot. If you're losing your job or get forced into a position you don't want to be, you're going to be upset. Who's the moron that wrote this article that thought that that was newsworthy? Of course, they're going to be upset. They got moved from a position that they liked to one they didn't like, or worse, now they don't have a job at all, and they worked for Nintendo. I mean, I don't know. Stupidest freaking tagline in an article. There's always got to be one every week that I find that makes me go, did you really think that was newsworthy or that it belonged in the article? I don't know. Nintendo just got recently uncrowned as the most console sales ever by PlayStation. And so who knows? I don't know what the decision was, but like Shane and Nick had said, this is pretty much a marketing department, a marketing and merchandising areas is what's pretty much gone. Nothing to do with the game studios or developments or anything, but the merchandising and marketing section. But still, it sucks when anything like that happens. Hopefully, the majority of those people do get a new job or a new job within the company and they're not being let go. They're just being shifted around. But if 100 people really lost their job because of it, that sucks. It's employees market out there right now. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise for these people. They're maybe be able to get a little bit more money. So probably not a good thing to be posting around this time of the year when video games have been like making record sales and record all this. Why would you shut down office and have layoffs? It kind of shows poor management, but I don't know what goes on in internal Nintendo. Hopefully those people are all just shuffled around and nobody really lost their job. I couldn't find anywhere of the exact number of people that lost their job. It just said 100 people were affected by this. So take it with you will, whether they lost their job or not. What is Nintendo doing? I mean, I don't buy a whole lot of Nintendo branded merchandise. I mean, Nick, Shane, do you guys? So, I mean, I don't know how popular their branding merchandise is,
If it's something cool, maybe nostalgic, I'll buy it, but I don't like have a wall of Nintendo merchandise that I've picked up over the years or anything. I've 3D printed more Nintendo crap that I bought.
Yeah,
right.
I don't have a ton. I mean, I have some things. I do like the amiibos, so I do have like a wall of that, but my wall's not big enough. I don't have enough of them.
Nick bought amiibos and leaves them in the box, not for what they're really used for.
I just like to look at them.
Until his daughter gets a hold of him and says, "Oh, princess."
All right. I mean, I on the amiibos, I like the amiibos too. I would never open the ones that I got. I always just RFID printed the code off of them and scan that across my controller rather than opening them. I'm like, I'm not going to open these. These are collector items. Hopefully one day, maybe when I'm 70, you'll hear about me selling an amiibo for $250,000 or $2.5 million, like some of these games are selling for.
You mean you hope somebody hears about us selling your amiibo for $250,000?
Shane, by the time I'm 70 and if you're still alive when I'm 70, you're going to be that old guy that walks down the street like one step every minute.
And a nuts hanging out of his shorts.
Yeah, he's going to be that. Yeah, he's going to be Johnny Knoxville with his crap swinging in the wind.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure when you hit 70, I'll hit mulch.
I'll be hitting 70 and Nick will be in his 60s, so he'll be he's the youngest of us. So.
Yep. But yeah, it sucks that Nintendo has really lost its magic. I know Nintendo has, since probably the introduction of the PlayStation 1, Nintendo's had a lot of ups and downs, more ups than downs. I got to give them credit, but when they've had their downs, holy crap, have they went down. I mean, the Wii U was just a bad machine. And then that was bad marketing, though. I mean, they had no way to tell non-gamers. We understood the Wii U. We got it. But people buying them, I agree. I think the Wii U was a great system. We still have ours. It's still hooked up. It's just that it was just bad. They should have never went with the name, for one. I think that was a bad name to go with. Two, it's just you got to be able to relate those things to the people that are actually picking them up, actually purchasing those. And I know the Wii U put a big dent in Nintendo's, glory. So I just wish they would go back to the quality of Nintendo. When you saw that Nintendo seal, man, you knew you were getting something good there. And nowadays, you
Now
don't
you know
know
you're
what
getting
the hell you get.
shovelware. No, you know
Yeah.
you're getting shovelware with Nintendo. That's what you get with Nintendo now.
Absolutely. The Wii itself was a fantastic, neat little different machine. And Nintendo stopped doing what they used to do, which was quality control. And then it was just crap after crap after crap on the Wii. And then they brought out the Wii U with its terrible marketing and all that. The Wii did great, but there was so much crap on it. And that Wii didn't do great, very long, but it did so well that it lasted. But Nintendo's got to get back to what made Nintendo good, which was quality, giving a crap about the player. Bring me back Reggie. Bring me back Reggie. Get Reggie back on stage, because I know then Nintendo will be like, we're trying.
Reggie,
Reggie,
my body is ready.
my body's ready for Reggie.
Well, what is he doing now, Reggie? You're talking about Reggie.
He
Phillips.
retired.
He
man.
retired. Yeah, he retired. But does he do anything else, or he just retired?
I don't think so.
Dude, that's Reggie. I think he pretty much he's on that Bowser money. He's on the clean go coin, so you don't have to worry. But when Reggie walked out on stage, you had somebody that truly loved what they were doing. You could tell that heart and soul. Sony needs somebody like that. They haven't had anybody like that in forever today. And that's when, Nintendo really was at its peak of, really caring about the customer and about the games. Now, not so much. Now it just don't feel like Nintendo anymore. But
he does have a podcast. If you guys, I don't know if it's still going, but right when the COVID pandemic hit, him and I can't remember the guy's name, did a podcast together.
Well, I hope it's still going. Reggie, say hi. Do you guys have anything else to say? I mean, this is it's kind of an upsetting topic because we all love Nintendo. We just don't love what Nintendo's doing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just shuffling around to people from office to office. Let's hope that's what it is, that they're just like closing down some small satellite offices. Yeah. I mean, maybe they're doing the same thing a lot of corporate America is doing right now. I mean, when the majority of your workforce in a position like this goes remote, works from home, you don't need those satellite offices, right? You could close them down and consolidate employees. I mean, so it's one of those things where that might be what's happening to them. I would imagine if 100 people are losing their job, it might be a little bit more newsworthy than just a Kotaku article. Because, I mean, the last time when they laid off, 300 people back in 2014, it was like world is ending because they laid off 300 people. And you're just like, so, maybe it is just shuffling around, and hopefully that's all it is. They're shuffling around and trying to make, they probably think, hey, we got these major headquarters offices and these satellite offices running around there that we don't need them anymore. So the people that aren't willing to maybe go remote, that they're either like, well, find a new job or come into the office that's another half hour away or something, time will tell, right? I don't think Nintendo's hurting for money or anything right now. They seem to still have a good thing going for them. People seem to be biting on the new Switch. Everybody's chomping at the bit for that thing for whatever reasons beyond me, but that's beyond me. But it seems to be a market hit for them, and there's a lot of interest. So I think they're doing all right.
Yeah. And another thing, though, got to think about those two areas where those offices are Toronto and anywhere in California, are extremely costly places to live, extremely costly places to do any damn thing. So, but my heart goes out to them. Hope they all, get better jobs, better money. Just Nintendo, bring back Reggie. That's all I know. What about you, Nick? Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications. Let us know what you think about this Nintendo deal. Let us know what your thoughts are in general about games in the gaming world, and we will see you next time. See ya.